And we are live. Welcome to everyone Out of the Draft Podcast, Season 4, Episode 16. Welcome, everybody. I'm Dylan.
I'm also Dylan, aka DA.
DJ, aka Tyler Riddick's number one hater.
I'm Cody the Bear, aka Reddick Bears Larson.
I'm also a Dylan, and it's bent over week because we're about to get railed by the All-Star race.
Oh, it is
Oh.
All-Star Race. Even though,
Boy.
honestly, I don't even feel like it's the All-Star Race.
It really doesn't.
This week, you know what I'm just happy for? There's no more Fox points races for the rest of the
Yes.
season.
Let's go.
There is some good stuff going on. We wish we'd have Hunter on for this podcast, but he is not feeling well, so the best wishes for him. Other than that, how you guys doing?
Oh, we are fantastic. We had a Cowboys top 8 at a road course. Is he back? Does Unk still have it? Come on now.
Does Unk still have it? Awesome. Well, that's good. Anybody else?
Doing good. Been a great week, honestly. Pretty chill week. Haven't done anything, but that's how it is after getting surgery. But honestly, walking the weekend was pretty fun. I think there's something that I'm definitely gonna be excited to talk about, and I think DA will be excited to talk about later on when we get to that time.
For sure.
For sure.
And it's not Thanksgiving review, if you're wondering.
All right. Well, we're moving right into the Cup race that happened this Sunday at Watkins Glen in May. That's a interesting one. Pretty much the start of the race, SVG, Michael McDowell. Here's the kitty right here. Welcome
Nope.
in.
Sorry about that.
And kind of Connor Zillage was kind of like the top dogs. They were kind of moving through the field. Everybody else kind of just they started up front, and then Connor just moved to the front field, but from his fifth starting position. Honestly, there was no passing. In my opinion, except for the first lap of a restart or the start of the race. After that, it was just pretty gridlocked. I mean, there were some cars that fell off after about 15 laps on the tires. You had about a couple guys stay out. Chastain, Logano, all the Penske guys, and then a few of the bubble drivers. And then Chase Elliott stayed out to try to get stage points at the end of stage one. Well, Chase did not end up getting stage points. He got 12th. The rest of the guys did. But who did get stage points was SVG and Michael McDowell. They came back and still scored some stage points. They kind of just started off the way the race was going to go. But honestly, the only Hendrick car that was up in the top 15 at this point was Byron. We'll get to that in a second. But I just want to clear that. Like, I feel like the Chevrolets, the only good ones were the people that we haven't been talking about. Trackhouse and RCR. Sorry, I just got the text. That was really funny. Anyways, that just kind of started off stage two. There was a caution with 10 to go into the stage. So half the field pitted, and actually not half the field, but 2/3 of the field pitted. 9 cars stayed out. Michael McDowell, Ty Gibbs, a couple of these guys were the ones that stayed out trying to get the stage points, but because of the fresh tires, SVG just went straight and ended up winning stage two as well. Or he ended up winning stage two. So he got stage points in stage one and then ended up winning stage two. And it kind of set us up for this weird green flag run. There was a caution. So this is when I stopped watching the race. I had to go to a wedding. So I stopped. Literally, I got out of the car at the end of stage two. It just kind of was green flag for most of it. And then Logano had his caution. Is that correct? And this was about a little bit outside of their pit window. Is that correct? Like that's why some people pitted, and like three cars didn't, or something like that, or like 10 cars or something. And then so they were on this alternate strategy of where SVG, McDowell, and a couple others, they had to go pit again, and so they ended up pitting, and they started after they pitted on the green flag run there. They were 25th and 26th, and then they both drove through the field as everyone else had to save tires and save fuel at the time because a few of them actually ran out of fuel uh, on the last lap, but they were already surpassed that the whole field. SVG got to the lead with 9 to go, and pulled out to a 7-second lead for his 7th road course win. There's other stories going involved. First, I just want to rate it. Personally, for what I saw, it sucked. It was as bad as what I expected. And so I was hoping for more just because of the horsepower, right? But I give it a 2. Like, it was bad. I'm so glad I went to a wedding. It wasn't even worth sitting down watching for 4 hours, so or however long it was. But Da, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I gotta kind of agree with you there. Like outside, like I feel like the fuel strategy was a little bit interesting, things like that. But other than people getting gridlocked and being stuck, it it was not that great. I mean, me personally, I don't like what they did with like the track limits thing. If you're not gonna like use it while it's there, just put grass or sand back over it like it used to be, in my opinion. But yeah, outside of that, I'd say it's like 3.5 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't mind it in turn one, the little tire things, but coming out of the carousel, it definitely. I feel like it doesn't allow you to get as much of a run anymore, and because you have to wait so long just to get back on the gas. But SVG was 29 seconds back with when he pitted, and he made that up in 17 laps and ended up winning by over like 8 seconds, I believe it was. So he made up 29 seconds in, I think it said 18 laps. That is superhuman. Like, that was the cool part. I wish Zilich wouldn't have had a flat tire because I feel like I would have liked seen Zilich and Gibbs go at it 1-on-1 without having to save, but SVG's superhuman. That race was a 1.5. It was horrible. Other than SVG charging through the field like a freak of nature, that race sucked.
I'm gonna go a little higher actually. I'm gonna give it like a 4.2. I mean, it was decent. I don't normally enjoy the road courses all that much, but I didn't mind that one. Like, it's not great, but it wasn't horrible. We've definitely seen worse.
Uh, Cody, what's your rating on the race?
Um, I didn't think the race was absolutely horrible, but I also don't think it was good. Um, but there was, I would definitely get into about the stuff that happened that we didn't see on TV. But other than what we saw on TV, it just wasn't very entertaining. So I'd give it like a 5.5.
Wow, you're way above us. And maybe that's just because you watched it fully. I mean, I don't know if you guys did. I didn't personally. Um,
Yeah, me and Cody watched it together.
okay. um, I I know there's a lot of storylines happening. First, I just want to get into SVG. Um, what a animal! Like, really, like I I knew he's good, but like when he did that's stuff that I'm like, wow. We
Shows why he's over there.
yeah, like this sucks. Like our drivers suck compared to what he's doing, and that's what as a Chase Elliott fan, right? Like he was the king of the road for the last bit of the Gen 6 car. I do think he still has the skill. I would love to see him in an O'Reilly car right now. Like I would see like what he could do against Zillage and SVG just based off of like I don't know if he'd win, but like I just want to see where he's compared to actually, like in that car, right? But this really fits his style. I mean, I watched a clip of Zillage talking to Steve Letarte in the race podcast, and he was like, "Dude, I think he was just toying with me." Like there was a point in stage two that I was actually like with him, but then the moment that I felt like I could start pushing to the end of the stage, he like he went a different gear, and I'm like, that's I don't know if how good you have to be like, you know what? I'm just gonna save my stuff until I have to go. And just for people to be like, I'm only going to get my car this good, right? Like that's what he's doing technically into the series. Is like, hey, I got to get it to this level, and then once they do that, he's like, okay, well I can get it to this level, and so um, awesome to SVG. I wish I don't know how good he would have done in the Gen 6 era, right? Like I'm sure he would have won some races, all this stuff, but coming from where he was to the next gen, in the Australian supercars is so similar that like it's just natural to him to just save tire and just kind of run his race. Um, and I won't speak to all for myself, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts. I personally think he's probably going to tie Jeff Gordon in the most road course wins in the Cup Series before the year's up with two more left. Um, so, what's your thoughts, DA?
Yeah, he's on road course. He's really incredible. Like once he gets better on ovals and the super speedway types, he's going to be really dangerous, I think. But just regarding super speedways, how fast he is, like it seems like he hardly ever makes a mistake at all. He just knows how to hit every corner with just great consistency and just perfection, and then it just doesn't matter. You think he's toying with you, he just goes right by you. He's probably definitely. I say he's gonna be. Like at the end of the day, he's gonna be like the greatest road course racer in NASCAR history, in my opinion.
Yeah, I could definitely see that happening. I remember I was talking to Cody while watching the race. It was stage 2, and I was like, man, these guys might actually have something for SVG. And then once they flipped that little fuel strategy where Gibbs and Zilich kind of started letting off instead of trying to chase him, SVG just walked away. He was just like, I'm gonna make you push because you got to stay close enough so whenever I pit, you can actually get in front of me. And he just walked away. And then when he came out the pits, McDowell was right on his back bumper. He beat McDowell by 8 seconds. uh, that man is superhuman. Uh, how he knows what to do and how he does it so good is beyond me. I do not see a way anybody can just beat this man straight up on a road course. Zilich was our best shot at him. It didn't happen.
Um, Honestly, I don't think SVG beats Jeff Gordon or ties Jeff Gordon this year. I think he gets him next year. He's winning at least one of the next two. I don't think he's winning one though. Got a little surprised for that one.
Yeah, I know who's winning that one because someone ain't gonna be home. If you
Brings
know,
up
you
a good
know.
point. He brings up a good point.
I think what he's able to do on road courses is unimaginable. I seen this video that someone was talking about, because you look at the like drivers back, like 1990s. Jeff Gordon is like a comparison to SVG is what he was doing compared to them. Um, Obviously, SVG is better, but you look at that comparison, it's insane. And you think about like how are you able to? Obviously, you come from that ground of racing, but to automatically just be inserted into it and just be winning every single time, pretty much you go there. I mean, his road course finishes in the last 7 races is all first except for 1 second place. Like that's insane. So I like just think about that. That's not even human. Like that's even not even superhuman. That's unhuman. Like bro is a different level of skill.
Yeah, for sure. Uh, Good points. Congratulations to SVG and the '97 Trackhouse team. You're the standard, and I can't wait to see. The Cub Garage is so good. They're eventually going to catch up. We keep saying that, but like I would love to see him really get raced. And also I've noticed something. He also people let him by very easily. Um, I I don't know if it's necessarily if he's like actually passing them this way, but like there was a point early in not early, but like late in stage two that I feel like he kind of like didn't really have the run, and someone just let off down the straightaway. And like I understand that maybe if you race them, you lose spots in a sense, but like you got to start racing them a little bit different if you want to have any type of you know contention of winning the race. But anyways, we'll move into um, some of the finishers before that. Cody, I know you had some thoughts about the Cup race. If you want to go into those and just give your thoughts, and if anybody wants to chime in, I know all the things that you're about to talk about. I really don't have an
Yeah.
opinion, so y'all can just continue to talk. Why I'll listen.
Is my camera still on currently before I
Yes.
continue?
Yes.
Okay. First, I want to talk about the Barry and Hocevar incident. Barry completely just sent Hocevar, and Hocevar did not like it. Um, and coming off of turn one, just straight up dumped him. So that was funny to see after the race was over. Um, I don't know if y'all have anything to say about that, but I just feel like honestly it was pretty much deserved for what Hocevar was going through.
Well,
Like
so
it's deserved.
wait, you said Hocevar dumped Barry?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Barry.
Barry
So
punted him into turn one, and then Hocevar just left hooked him coming out of turn one.
I actually think Barry cleared himself. Like if you
I think he
watch the
did too, honestly.
yeah, if you watch the video, like Hocevar
it's
didn't move his
definitely
car. Like that was a. I mean, go ahead, continue. But I don't think that was on Hocevar at all. But which I know you're saying like it was funny, but I'm just saying.
like not like he was, obviously doing it, for that reason, but you look at it as in a way like just what you look at it in a way as he's doing that. It's like it's hilarious. I think it was more like they both came across each other because Hocevar was upset, and Barry came across as well. Um, I want to talk about Balicki absolutely dumping Catherine Legg for last place. With like 20 to go. What is the point of that? What are you gaining? I mean, she's clearly the slowest car in the race, so just pass her. I mean, so what's the point?
Every point matters, dude. It's a chase, bro.
Exactly, so just pass her. She was
Yeah,
the slowest in the race.
you gotta get your points any way you can get them, bro. Come on now.
Well, fair point.
I mean, I guess. Me and Cody were watching the race. She was 8 seconds back off with like lap two.
I'll talk about this one. It's also Hocevar again. Hocevar lets Suarez go off at the last turn. And Suarez just door checked him as he was going by. Um, Obviously, I'm sure it wasn't on purpose, but it definitely hurt his car a little bit for sure. After that, because I could tell I mean, got past like four more people after into turn one. So like that's insane to the teammate. You're letting your teammate go and then you get doored by him. Like that's pretty crazy. I don't know if
One
anything
that
else about that.
I want to talk about. I don't know if you got it or not. But the Cody Ware wreck.
Yeah,
Uh,
that was gonna be the second to last I was talking about.
yeah, that should have been a yellow. He hit that wall hard. Like I know they're trying to cut down on the single car yellows and all that, but that should have been a caution. He absolutely killed the wall.
Well,
Pretty
the
sure
fact like Fox didn't even care about it. Like we saw as
Yeah, like
SPG went
we
by.
seen him wreck. Like me and Cody are sitting there, we're like, oh my god, Cody Ware. They just flipped the camera. Debris all in the track and everything and nothing.
I think this last one is the most egregious. Nemechek absolutely dive bombing and punting Bubba Wallace from 5 tenths back. Um, I don't understand why. It wasn't Kyle Busch in front of him. Maybe he was still just upset. I guess I don't know because I didn't see what happened before. Um, but I also still don't know why Barry or Barry, Bubba and Bill were talking after the race, unless it's because of the pit road thing where
That's the only thing I've seen was the pit
yeah,
road.
it was when Bubba passed them as they were going up pit road, but Bill didn't pit, so he tried to get his spot back, and then NASCAR said Bubba's going to have it, and then that's insane, which is really stupid. But that's all that I could find from after the race was over.
All right,
Dylan, what do
DJ.
you think about the Cody Way wreck?
I actually have a question later on in the draft questions about Fox. So it kind of ties into that. First off, I do think NASCAR missed that call. Actually, I think it should have been a caution just by the guardrail, but like him spinning it himself, like all that was fine. I think they just didn't notice the guardrail until after the fact, and they realized like you can't change the race or the outcome now, right? Like, um, so I mean they're in a tough spot because I know they don't want to throw the yellow there just based off of the. I mean, but they should have like that's 110% a caution, but I I get it. I get it either side. I give them grace on this one just because it's a road course, but like,
Yeah,
but if that happens at any other track, uh, I mean that's a straight up caution without even thinking about it. So like to me, I
yeah,
feel
he
like
killed the wall.
yes, for me, I feel like it should have been a caution without even the guardrail incident. Um, but they're gonna learn from it and get better. But I also don't think that necessarily that's fully on NASCAR's officiating issue. I think that was a Fox issue because if they would have talked about it more, NASCAR would have had to throw the yellow, just based off of the reaction that the broadcast is giving, right? Like, because
Yeah, they didn't even react to it.
no, yeah, they didn't even react to it, and so to me, I feel like NASCAR was like, oh, it wasn't a big of a deal. They started rolling, even though they should be the ones seeing that before the broadcast sees that, right? But um, I also think that the broadcast has a little voice into NASCAR when it comes to officiating, just based off of like the reaction of the booth, right? If they're like, "Oh my gosh, look at this," and they keep replaying it, they're gonna naturally throw a yellow. That's what's gonna happen. But go ahead, yeah.
I did want to just this just popped into my head. Oh, sorry.
You're
Um,
good. Go.
yeah, this just popped into my head about like the NASCAR like commentating and everything. Um, and I just remembered like I think it was like 20. Yeah, I think it was 2022 when AJ Allmendinger got loose or got wrecked at Auto Club, and then went into the inside wall on the back stretch, and then Clinton Boyd's reaction to him hitting the wall is, "Oh, he hit the wall," and that was it. It wasn't like, "Oh, that's a hard hit," and then it was just, "Oh." I'm just like, I don't know, it just popped into my head, but I'm just like, man, I'm so glad they're gone as a points paying race. So yeah, until February. So let's enjoy that, boys.
Awesome, DJ, go ahead and do those finishers for us.
Uh, obviously, SVG winning the race. We had Michael McDowell second, Ty Gibbs held on for third, Chase Briscoe fourth, a bum in fifth. Austin Dillon, after something happened, I don't know, he was in front of Kyle Busch and then ended up losing three spots, bounced it back to sixth. Allmendinger seventh. Kyle Busch runs out of gas on the last lap and finishes eighth. Austin Cindric ninth. John Hunter 10th. Blaney 11th. Cole Custer with a top 15. Big dubs. Zilich, after having to pit with his flat tire, drove all the way back to 20th. Not bad. Kyle Larson 23rd. Chase 24th. Bowman 25th. They still outran Riley Herbst, though, so it's a good day. William Byron 36th. What happened with William Byron?
So he got
The
spun.
giant wreck.
Yeah,
Should have
he
been
had
a
a
giant wreck, honestly.
Catherine Legg with a top 35. Shout
hey,
out.
that's hey,
Outran a three-time Cup champion, by the way.
yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Can I also? So I'm gonna share some news. that I saw. Catherine Legg wants to do the IndyCar and NASCAR double, so the Indy
Ooh.
500, Coke 600, next year. So not, obviously not this year, right? And someone said you got to complete all the laps before, like in the post. It said so. I was gonna talk about this in the news section, but we can talk about it now. I just think it's really funny that someone was like, "Well, you got to complete all the laps for you to do the double." Like it was,
Jeez.
and I was like, "Dude, give her a break." I mean,
Yeah.
the
I mean, like I know
the
she's
car
not really
sucks.
great. Yeah, like, she's not
Gotta
good
finish
at
on the lead
NASCAR.
lap of both to actually do the 1100.
Yeah. Go
Like
ahead. Go
I
ahead.
know NASCAR wise she ain't the greatest, but I know an IndyCar. I mean, she makes the 500 a lot. I mean, I know
Yeah,
Bump
I
Day's
mean,
not really been a thing in the past, but like she makes it. I feel like she finishes more often than not. So no, an
yeah.
IndyCar she's actually pretty decent in IndyCar. But NASCAR just where she's struggling a little bit.
I mean, Kyle Larson didn't complete a single lap in the Coke 600 one year. She can do it.
Well, he also crashed in turn two by shutting down the third gear.
He's
Sorry,
unamused, by
DJ.
the way. He's unamused. That's awesome. Great stuff. And then the points update. Do you have that as well?
A bum still leading on it.
Oh
Oh
wow,
god. Tyler Reddick extends his lead to 129 now over Dennis. He's over Chase by 145. Then Blaney in fourth, Busher in fifth, Ty Gibbs sixth, Carson Hocevar seventh, Kyle Larson eighth, Brad Kozlowski ninth, Bubba 10th, Christopher Bell 11th. Byron just keeps falling. He's down to 12th now. Ryan Priest 13th. Shout out my boy Damon. Daniel Suarez in 14th. Austin Cindric 15th. SVG has jumped back into the top 16 with that win. He gained 68 points Sunday. Chase Briscoe is now the first car out. Joey kind of starting to run good now, or at least decent. Is right outside, even though he's down on a cut line 40 points. Kyle Busch 24th.
He gained some positions though. He was
He
like
did.
27th, right, last week.
I believe so. Connor Zilic has now passed Ty Dillon in points.
Hey boys, let's go.
He is now up to 32nd. Shout out my boy Connor Zilic.
Yeah, he'll drop back down in 2 weeks.
And Catherine Legg is 1 point under BJ McLeod.
like yeah.
Nice.
Nice, dude.
I
Can I
saw
be
some.
honest? Real quick, can I be
Go ahead,
honest?
yeah.
In the regular season, I don't see how anyone catches Reddick. To be honest,
I mean, he has a full race lead over second place now. So
yeah, like
He has a race and a half.
I don't know.
Yeah, he
how.
almost has
or
two.
race. Maybe
Yeah,
I
you
read
can
it
only
wrong,
get
but I
you can
did see it earlier.
Oh,
you can only gain like 70 something
you
points.
read the Winston Cup standings.
Oh
didn't
yeah,
you?
I did. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a race and a half. Because you can only gain what is it like? Is it 70 or 75?
Yeah, 76 technically.
Yeah, I don't know how anyone's going to do that with how competitive it is. I don't
It's
know.
gonna be Hamlin if anyone.
Nah.
He's 25 points away from being over. He can miss 2 races and still have the point lead.
Yeah.
Yeah, so according to the last couple of years, just to give you of an example of Tyler Reddick, the points leader at this point with 12 races in barely reached 400 points.
He's at 567.
Like, so right now, Denny Hamlin, Chase Elliott, and Ryan Blaney would be like point leaders in any other season.
Yeah, on a normal pace.
That just shows you how incredible that season is for him. Like
Mhm.
at this point, you gotta like this is elite company. Like this is awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Obviously, I don't think it continues. Right? Like I don't see. I mean,
Who knows?
the sport is awesome, right? Like it does some crazy things, but like I don't see this momentum carrying through the whole season of 36 races. There's going to be some type of slump. I hope in his case. I hope it's not during the chase.
Oh, I hope it is.
But like,
Wow.
realistically though, like when it comes to the reality of our sport, I would rather him lose the regular season championship and still have a contention versus him just wreck a bunch of times in the chase, right? Like that's like my hope.
I want him to start wrecking now.
Yeah, I mean, me,
Wow.
yeah. I want Chase to win the regular season. I think this is a shot. But we'll get into some questions about the chase as well.
Like, imagine being
Um,
second in the chase and you're 129 down.
That's
um,
Insane.
yeah, that's wild. We did have the O'Reilly race. Connor Zillage gets the win after a last lap pass on Jesse Love. It was a crazy race. Honestly, it was phenomenal, wire to wire. It was like movers, comers, and goers. This is what the product should be on a road course, except we have it on Saturday, and we have it on half the viewership, and so that is what it is. Congratulations to Connor Zillich. Poor Jesse Love. You can tell that he really wanted that. Post race, he was super emotional. Um, there was an incident on pit road. The reason why Shane Van Gisbergen is in this conversation today. Connor kind of was stayed a little too close to the cars when he came out of pit road, and SVG was coming out, and they kind of hit right in a weird spot. SVG did make it back up to a certain position um, before he kind of did he get into an accident? No, he just finished eighth, didn't he? Yeah, that's what it was. But yeah, Connor Zillage wins the O'Reilly race. He's undefeated at Watkins Glen in the O'Reilly series. Um, Personally, I thought this race was awesome compared to what we saw Sunday. I almost give it a 10. Like, I was that thrilled. I was that on the edge of the seat from wire to wire. I'm going to give it a 9.2 only because I think that there's races that barely peak 10 and we see them once in a lifetime. So I give it a 9.2. DA?
I completely agree. I mean, that race is again O'Reilly just being purely cinema per usual, being a flagship racing series out everyone's enjoying. It's incredible stuff. But yeah, last time pass, incredible. Passing was way better. I take a 9.1, and seeing the emotion of Jesse Love is something that DJ and Cody had thoughts on. So I don't know if I want to bring that up on this
I want
podcast
to
or
bring it up. I'll wait till after everyone gives a rating though.
not. Okay.
Yeah, that was a great race. We all went to watching Connor just absolutely hawk Jesse Love down, to pushing his car that he didn't need to push, to messing it up. Everybody thinking, oh, well, now he's out of it, to driving right back to him. What Connor can do in an O'Reilly car is he's better than SVG in an O'Reilly car, in my opinion.
For sure.
He clears him.
I think the way he can just move the car around the racetrack is just
he just throws it.
Yeah, so that's what I would love to see because this is what I thought Chase looked like in the Gen 6 car. Just like the way he can just move through the field is just different. I would love to see him try one O'Reilly race with the top guys. Like I think it would be a good race. I think there's going to be a lot of rubbing, but I think that's good for the sport, and I'm excited. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, I think we all knew how good Connor Zillich was, like how good he was under braking. But dude, when they would go to that helicopter camera and you seen how much more he was out braking Jesse Love through the bus stop, like how much later, I was like, oh my god. Like that last lap going into the bus stop, he was a good at least like 20 cars back, and he came out of the bus stop on his back bumper. uh, and obviously, like you said, last lap pass, Jesse Love kind of panics and locks up his tire. If he doesn't lock up his tire, I still think Zillich gets him. I think it's a little bit of a better finish. That race is getting a 9.5 for me. That was awesome. Definitely the best series that NASCAR has right now, and we're thinking about changing it. So, woohoo!
Yeah, you have to agree with what everyone said. The race was fantastic, way better than the Cup race by a mile. Um, it was definitely, I would say, better than the truck race as well. Truck race also wasn't bad either, but the amount of battles we had throughout the field, the whole race in general was amazing. We look at it as an, a standing point of the series itself. It's, considered the second series in the sport, but it runs the best every week. And the more battles, and you have these good drivers that are battling every single week, and it's not just one guy pulling away, or you have two people battling for the win every week. Like the Cup Series is, Reddick, and Hamlin. You look at it that way. It's a better standing because you see more drivers, come and go. Like you were saying about this race, that we didn't see in the Cup Series. I would say this race is. I'm gonna one up DJ and say 9.6.
Well, I'm not. Everyone hit the marks. I'm not going to repeat all this, but I'll give it an 8.9.
Awesome, good rating. I'll let y'all two talk it out for a second because I do want to hear what your thoughts, especially because it's been like 36 hours since this moment, so maybe your opinions or thoughts have changed.
Nope.
Um, so DJ, what do you think about Jesse Love and that post race? And then Cody give you a rebuttal, and then we're just gonna
Okay.
laugh and smile. So
Smile and wave, boys.
do I do I like the emotion? Yes. Do I like crying over it like it's a season, like it's the championship? No, I thought that was corny. He sat in the car for like 10 minutes like Denny Hamlin did after the championship race. Denny, we all understood, like you just got a championship ripped from your hands. Like you're there, you got one hand on it, putting the second one to lift it up, and it got ripped. Uh, Jesse wasn't in contention for that win anyways. He got there off of having to save like 8 laps of fuel. Uh, so don't act like you deserved that win and that you were just getting ripped off by your one little mistake. Have some emotion, yes, but don't act like it's the end of the world. Oh, me and Connor Zulich have caused each other a lot of pain, but this one hurts the most. Rather, you stole a championship from him. Let's hear what this guy got to say.
Um, the only part I agree on is he didn't lose a championship like Denny. Denny sat in the car for 10 minutes and wanted to die. So that standing point makes sense. Um, I think you seeing how much emotion he had over losing the race is something you would love to see in the sport. Someone who loves to win that much, obviously you're crying over a regular season race. That's not the point of it. You're crying and having emotion because you lost to a race that you had a good shot to win it because you saved the fuel that you needed to save. And you saying that he's only in that position because he had to save, he might have, but he saved multiple lots of fuel, 5 plus at least. I don't know how much it exactly was, but um, you saving that much at a road course takes talent to save that much, and he's never been in that situation to save a lot of fuel. And he took the opportunity to do it, and he probably would have won honestly if it wasn't for him locking it up. He had a lot of emotion because you're going into the last turn as the leader, and then you pull a Sheldon Creed from 2023. So like, what do you have to expect from leading a race with 5 to go and the one car breaks his splitter and he's still gaining on you as you're still. I think he stopped saving with like 3 to go. I think is when he stopped saving. Um, and so it's just still a hard thing to do. And running that hard in the last lap and him still getting on him is unfortunate. And you look at it in this way, why are you why are you not upset you lost the race? Like this is like the most cowbush thing we've seen in a while. Obviously, maybe not the crying exactly, but emotion as in losing one race when he had a good shot to win it is the cowbush we want to see. Um, and that's why I feel like seeing this emotion out of a guy that comes from a guy who wants to win after winning a championship and has not won yet to defend it off and makes him look like he doesn't deserve it, which I wouldn't say he truly deserves it more than Zillage did. Of course, Zillage won 10 races, but Jesse Love was the car to beat, and that's just the format that we had, and we have to deal with it. Um, and you really couldn't pass him. Jesse Love made his way through the field, passed him, and then just pulled away. But I think Zillage was definitely the fastest car all race on Saturday. But you're getting put into a situation to win the race, and you lose because of a dumb mistake that you make, a rookie mistake as a champion. So you look at it in that case, I get why he's has a ton of emotion, and it should be acceptable, and you shouldn't be upset and say it's corny because he has emotion.
I think he should show emotion, but not like he just lost a championship race or something.
I mean, we want personality in the sport, right? Everyone says Chase and them have no personality. That's why everyone likes Joseph. He's got a personality. Let's have it.
Yeah, the Chase has no personality claim is stupid. That guy's hilarious.
Thank you.
Just
Now
because he's
Larson
not
having no
running,
personality.
jumping up and down doesn't mean he ain't got a personality.
I didn't say it. Other people say it.
I agree. I think Chase is hilarious. He has dry humor. He kind of reminds me of Matt Kenseth. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously, I'm a little biased, but I do think. So let's go to the Josie Love thing, and I want to give my opinion if y'all don't mind. I
go for it.
agree with DJ a little. I'm gonna be on the different side of this. I feel like than most of you, only just because I don't think. I know that you put you're all into this, and so feeling like you just got beat by your best friend, who also is one of the best road racers. So I feel like you should be in a different mindset, and being upset is one thing. I don't disagree. I hate finishing second. I'd rather finish third. When I'm in a league race, if I finish second, I'm pissed, right? And I don't show it, but I am. But like obviously, league races versus real racing is totally different thing. I'm just giving an example, right? But dude, you won a championship. I know you haven't won all season. I get that. I get the whole aspect. But your best friend, the only reason why you're upset is because you can't drive the last turn, right? Let's be for real, right? Like you're upset with yourself.
Yeah.
You honestly, you don't deserve, in my opinion, responsibility wise, you don't deserve to pout about that. You deserve to say, "Hey, I suck," right? You deserve that, and put a lot of ownership on yourself. And I think if he was like, "Dude, I'm mad. I'm frustrated. I messed up," I think that reaction, that's more personality than saying
That's more Kyle Busch.
than saying I just put so much work into this. Yes, you do. I no doubt about it. You love the sport. I mean, ironically, his name's Jesse Love, but like, I come on, dude. Like, this ain't the end of the world. This right here is not what you're fighting against. But maybe
he's gonna be in contention for the win this week. Like,
I mean, it's not like he hasn't beat Connor at Watkins Glen the same way. He just did it in an ARCA car. Like Connor messed up his vehicle on the white flag in the 28 car, and literally Love passed him on the last corner coming to the checkered the same way, right? Like you've beat him before. I know it's different circumstances, but like this ain't the end of the world. You're not losing your ride. I can tell you right now, you're probably the best prospect to get into the Cup Series, right? Like as we speak for the Chevy group.
for Chevy, yeah.
But like besides Corey Haim, he's a different. He's a Cup driver already. He's a Sunday driver.
There's a guy I'm putting above Jesse Love now.
Brent Cruz. Yeah, with it.
Brent Cruz might be him.
That's different story. But what I'm saying is like, I don't know. I just feel like crying about it is a little funny. But if that's how but maybe that's how he obtains his emotions, and that's fine. Whatever you like. I mean, I just think I think DJ's right. I think DJ also
That's what
has a
I.
point.
That's what I said in the group chat. I said I'm not hating on him for crying. I said it's funny.
Yeah, it is what it is. But I get both sides for sure. We are running long. We'll just go into the truck race. Congratulations to Honeycut. I was about to say Honeycomb. Well,
Yeah, the
that's
one
good.
week I don't take him.
But Honeycutt won the truck race, his first career win. Awesome job. He also won the ARCA race the same day, and then he went on to win some pro lates. So and some super lates. So congratulations to winning 4 races this weekend. Awesome job. That's super cool.
Yeah,
Finally, he kind of he learned from his mistakes of getting out drove by the Cup guys, and he realized like, hey, I got to get aggressive. I got to get up on the wheel. He kind of moved Zillage. Zillage was super aggressive all race. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, he is a different animal when it comes to road course. He does not care, but he's still protective. Like in the race, like he's not drilling through you or anything, but like he's not afraid to rub, which is interesting. But yeah, congratulations, Donnie Cut. It wasn't as good as the O'Reilly race, but it definitely was not bad as the Cup race. My opinion, they still got some arrow issues to figure out. Maybe they're just too slow. Maybe that's the case, but I give it a 5.3. It was decent, not too bad.
Yeah, I gotta agree. I mean, it was not a bad race. There's some interesting parts with Zillage and the Cruz battling back and forth, having contact, and Chastain on the restart. I thought I had 3 points coming up. Nope, taken away. But it wasn't bad. I was gonna give it a 5.5, but I'm taking point two off for Huddycut trying to shotgun that beer and spilling half of it.
yeah, that was embarrassing. Uh, it was definitely better than the Cup race by far, but it doesn't compare to the O'Reilly. I'm gonna go like a 7.5. I feel like the best part of their racing was similar to the Cup racing. It was on the restarts where we seen Zilich and Cruz and Honeycutt and Chastain all actually fight each other. They had more passing down longer into a run. It was just harder to do. But yeah, around like a 5.5, 6.
I thought the race was decent, definitely better than Cup, but like I said earlier, not better than the O'Reilly race. Thought I was going to be very excited. Thought Zillage and Honeycutt were going to wreck each other, and SVG was just going to go right on by and win the race. And no, did not have it. Honeycutt started to pull away a little bit, and Zillage couldn't get there, unfortunately. Um, but SVG was making his way up there with the 4 tires, and I was excited, but it did not end in my favor. Um, and yeah, might be 17, but him spilling half that beer in a shotgun is embarrassing. Um, so good job, buddy. Probably would say about like an 8.4.
Yeah, not bad. I'll give it a 6.8. I didn't, honestly kind of enjoyed the truck race, so
Awesome. Who is in charge of the finishing results?
I got it.
All right.
Did we want to do standing for O'Reilly before we
Oh, did you
moved
not
on
do
or
it
anything?
like after the finishers?
No, we
Yeah,
didn't
you
do
do.
finishes
You go,
order.
Cody. Then I'll go.
Yeah. Do you want to do results too or just standing?
Just do the standing. It's fine.
Okay. Yep. Well, let's see what the heck. Give me a second. Here we go. We got Ogar in the lead still with 640 points over Sean Creed and 485. Nice. Um, just about the same as we're seeing in the Cup Series. So, nothing we can really tell there. But Jesse Love in third, Brandon Jones, 2026 O'Reilly champion. That moves up to fourth. So, bang. Corday down to fifth. Sammy Smith in sixth. Austin Hill in seventh. He's fell down ever since the first 3 races. So, yikes. Quapple in eighth. Very good for him after being in so many different cars this year. It's probably taking a toll on him. Going from the 9 car to the 1 car, the 91. It's a lot. Parker Rhodes off in ninth. Taylor Gray in 10th. Brent Cruz moves up to 11th plus 3 spots. from last week with the performance he had on Saturday. So amazing for him. And Sam Mayer holds on to the last spot in 12th, and Williams Lawrence is just out by about 17 points in 13th, and Roger Carruth is 14th. Same with him, jumping around rides. Still doing pretty good for what he's been. Obviously, he's not, the top prospect, of course, right now. He's still learning the car, but good for him and what he's doing. Brennan Poole's still in 16th, so good for him. Um, something I've been really a bit upset about this year is Patrick Staropoli. We give we make Nick Sanchez lose his ride because he doesn't have sponsorship, and we give it to a guy who does, and he is 23rd in points. When last year at this time he was probably, I think Sanchez was like eighth. So you look at that, like I don't get it. Like I get, okay, I do get the sponsorship thing. I'm not gonna say I don't get that, but you look at the talent. He's gonna show your car more than Patrick Stromboli will. Um, so he should just get over himself and lose his ride, to be honest, in my opinion. But let's move on from that, right? LeVar Scott hasn't. He's not full time, is he this year, right? Or is he?
Yeah, he's full time.
Okay. He's in 24th. First full time season, I guess I would say. That's not bad for him for still running the car and everything. But yeah, I mean that's about all we have for the standings. Um, nothing really too shocking. So
All right. I'm just gonna do the standings here to save us some time. We got Honeycutt first, Smith second, Riggs third, Geo fourth, Eckes fifth, Rhodes sixth, Majewski seventh, Heim is in eighth, Ingram ninth, Hemrick 10th. And shout out to the Ram team for actually having a decent day with most of their trucks.
Yeah, for sure. Who's right outside the cut line?
Shit, let me pull it up. Right outside, Friesen, Garcia.
it'd be Garcia because
Queen and Haley.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But Corheim didn't even race, and he still did not even lose a spot in the points. By the way, let's just put that out there.
That's wild. Hunter said, he's in the chat, by the way. He said Honeycutt might have the worst shotgun of beer of all time. As an alcoholic, he was very embarrassed. Uh, by the way, he said, DA with a stubble is kind of hot. Holy yap, Cody. And by the way, you got to work on your camera angle. It's just like the way you're holding it. Just...
Yeah, I am not trying that.
And then of course Step Bro in second. But we'll actually go in. We'll do the paint scheme review in a second. We'll go into some news first. Thank you all for the ratings and getting those information out. First things first. Ryan Blaney has a long-term contract with Team Penske. Long-term is interesting because usually we just see multi-year, but long-term, I would like to actually know the details on that. We'll never know. Ricky Stenhouse is a multi-year contract extension with the 47 Hayek. Is that how you say it? Hayek? I always try to say kayak like an idiot.
Thank God.
But so yeah, he's the 47's keeping their charter, and obviously he is staying with the 47. 3 teams is doing the Iowa tire test. The 3 of Austin Dillon, the 4 of Noah Gregson, and then the 45 of Tyler Reddick. Which, why the hell does he need more tire? Why does he need more testing? I don't understand that group, but maybe that was just the case. I already told you about Catherine Legg, how she wants to do the Indy 500 and the Coca-Cola 600 double. The Glen will be back in the chase next year. If Hunter is still in the chat when we get to his questions, actually, he can just ask the questions and we can go from the chat. That would be really cool. But one of the questions that I came up with was something about the chase and the way the Glen's coming back. So that's super cool to see that a road course is back in the chase. Yeah. Yeah, so Chevy's going to learn a lot. I can tell you that. JGR versus Gabehart and Spire is sent to trial in January, so they will fully be in court by January if there is no settlement. Just news on NASCAR. And then there's no other news that I saw that was interesting. It was kind of lame. So, do you have the ratings, DCD?
I do. So the truck race from Texas, 491,000, which is up 22% from last year. O'Reilly, 1.100 million. I don't know why I said it like that. Is up 11% and is the most watched spring Texas race in the series. Cup
Nice.
race, 2.286 million, which is down 11%, and the least watched spring Texas race. FS1. So
Awesome. And they did announce, sort of on the broadcast on Sunday, about that the Clash is probably going back to Daytona. It wasn't a fully announced, but it was kind of like, this is what we're gonna do on either Sunday night after the NFL Super Bowl or Monday night. So
you have to do Monday. You can't do Sunday. Right?
I mean, you would think, but it's I don't know. So just interesting other news. I mean, obviously it's not fully news yet; it's just rumored. But if Fox is saying it, I'm sure it's probably more realistic than not.
He
But yeah,
doesn't need to go back to Daytona until they fix the super speedway package.
but I think that's the goal
That's
of
the point
why.
of it.
Yeah.
You,
So I do think that that's probably. It
you
may
test out
suck
stuff.
for the Clash, but it may be a good thing for the season. So we'll
I
see.
like Bowman Gray so much there, personally.
But we could see it in the All Star race. You never know. So
Bowman Gray for $1 million. Oh, yes, please.
I think that would be fun. I think that would be good. I think that's what it's for.
It'd be better than Dover. I'm sorry.
I mean, I personally think the All-Star race should move around every year. It's the best of the best. Why not?
That's some good
Honestly, it
thoughts.
should go back to Charlotte. Charlotte's
Uh,
like the best racing mile and a half.
I like Charlotte. I don't think it should personally, but
We will go to the paint scheme review now. If long as Cody is here, are you here, brother? What's up, brother?
Yes, I am here.
All right.
All right, we're gonna test again, DA. You got the odds, I got the evens.
all right. Let me not be an idiot this time.
There is 9. There was 3
There
series
is
to
9.
race.
Okay, perfect.
All right. Let me see what you see. Do y'all see this?
Yes,
All
Yeah.
right. So Da, what you got here?
we got the 44 O'Reilly car of Brendan Poole. We like Brendan Poole over here. His car is solid. I think the white like numbers make it pop. This the Midas. It's just a perfect scheme with a great color layout. It is perfect to me.
Agreed, I run the scheme a lot in NASCAR 25. We have Hemrick in the Delphi paint scheme. Uh, even, Austin Dillon's opinion might be a little invalid because it's Austin Dillon. But he said he liked it, so I was like, cool. But I thought the scheme was pretty cool. Going around the track especially when I had his first career stage win in the truck series, so that was pretty cool. Back to back weeks, favorite drivers for a career stage win. So bang. But I think the scheme looks very nice, very simple, but a very clean design as well.
Next, we get the 99 of the GOAT, the legend of the O'Reilly Series, Parker Retzloff, and the 99 for Viking Motorsports. I like the cool colors. It's perfect together. The offset white in the middle going to the back of the car is cool. The little stripes down there is a cool detail. I really like it. The white splitter just brings everything all together.
I think I just had to do it. It just made sense. Um, with what I've seen from DJ's opinion, how he thinks his scheme is absolute dog water, and I completely disagree.
I
I
said
love
it's
how it looks
mid.
like same meaning, but I think it looks very nice with the streaks going around the front of the car, and it's angled down at the front, and it just makes it look fast, and it was fast, so at least it fit his car for what he was doing. So great scheme overall.
Next, we got the Watermelon Man of Ross Chastain here.
I'm just gonna skip this. Y'all saw it, but it is blurred. It's hurting my eyes. Sorry. Go ahead.
No,
Protect your melon, by the way.
But yeah,
We
you
have
can talk about the scheme though. I just needed to get it out
yeah.
of my eyes.
It was not a good picture of it, but I want to put it on there. I think this game was very nice. It's just a full on watermelons. Oh my goodness. Yeah, go ahead.
oh, about this scheme, I just in my mind, I was like, "What the hell is Koofandy?" As well as going back and forth about. But yeah, I like it. I like this scheme a lot. I like the white going into like the orange and black little stripes going down, swooping low by the tires. And the Reese's scheme, like the Reese's like sticker there, not bad. I like where they put that in orange on the front bumper. Just brings it all as one. This is my turn,
We
or
have
is
a
it
double. No, it's fine. Sorry, my dog was barking like crazy.
good?
We have the double wall scheme with the Hardee's and Coca-Cola mixture. I think this is very sick. We've seen it before, like a long time ago. I forgot who ran it, but it was like a flame kind of design, and I think it's just cool. You have the Hardee's pointing down and a star right in the middle of the car. It attracts kids, I'm sure. That didn't sound right. But we got a Coca-Cola on the quarter panel. Let's move on to the next car, please. Thank you.
Okay,
Go ahead, DA.
yeah, thank you. You got to say one, Connor Zillage. I like the neon like stripes across the side, the number being neon as well makes a pop. I mean, outside like there's not like any like logos that make a pop. I like the car design as a whole, without like the sponsors. It looks good.
With a
The
Modelo
number
scheme.
one scheme of the week.
Yes, sir. I think this
Beautiful.
scheme is sexy. I love the gold number. It looks like the beer color. Amazing how they did
It
that.
makes me Ty Gibbs.
Nice. And it just gives you vibes, back to the old Brad Cade Penske days, when he was driving that Miller car and had the beer on the side. Bring it back. Bring it back. Make Modelo bring it back, please. Um,
Austin
with
Cindric
Modelo.
snubbed.
What?
Austin Cindric snubbed.
Hendrick's car did not look good this week.
It was not that good. It was mid.
Just like Brent Cruz.
Can you imagine like
All right. Well, thank you for the paint scheme review. Wicked Dave, thank you. Thank you for joining in. How you doing today?
Ooh, that's a good
Also,
question.
Hunter in the chat said it's Modelo time, fool. Y'all remember that?
Do
Yeah.
you see the question right above it though? I think that's a good one to talk about. Would
Yeah,
Marcus Ambrose
no,
have the same?
but
Oh,
that is just questions of the
oh,
he's been. Oh my
Doing that on
god!
purpose.
We didn't
my
hear it.
bad.
Welcome back, buddy. All right, so it is time for Hunter's in the draft questions. Obviously, he is not with us. He's taking care of some business, but he did go ahead. Oh, you're from Australia, brother. Welcome
I'm
in.
Australian. Wow.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, good weekend for that.
Gee,
Yeah, welcome in. Oh, you're
yeah,
gonna love the last question that we have that Hunter sent us.
yeah.
Usually he's here live talking about it, but he sent it in the chat while he is away. The first question: with practice temperatures being cooler, we saw more tire fall off. Are we supposed to? Are we opposed to going to walk-ins in April in the future to make the racing semi better? Da, what's your thoughts?
I am not opposed to it at all. I mean, that's all I gotta say. I mean, I don't really think else. I don't have any research or merit-based facts as to why, but I wouldn't have a problem with it.
could would that technically move Coda out, or do they run those back to back?
I mean,
Because I think
just
if you
focus
move,
solely on Watkins. I think. Just what do you think if it was still in the early of the season?
if it's early, I would want it. I would want to see it like first 4 weeks or so, and I would definitely like that a lot. I would not be opposed.
I wouldn't be opposed to it, but we definitely also need to, if you're going to do that, we need some sort of road course in the chase to make it fair. Not the Roval
I
though.
can tell you,
Fuck the Roval.
I did miss the question.
Oh, welcome. Well, welcome to Earth, Cody. So long story short, since the practice temperatures were cooler, and the fall off was more because of it, are you opposed to even have a Watkins Glen even further in the season, or earlier in the season where it is now?
Um, no, I think where it was before was perfectly fine. Um, and they've been changing that around. I feel like constantly, Watkins Glen in general, and I don't know why. When I feel like we can kind of keep in the same area, but they've. I think last year it was like it wasn't this time, but it was a little later than now. But I think it's better off to be later in the season where it is because like Dumbo said, you keep the road course in the playoffs. And I think that's what we need, especially for something for a guy that might be like 14th in points, like SVG maybe. And you look at it, he can gain a lot of positions from that. So I think it'll give him a better shot in general. I think that'd be cool to see, and not. Um, I mean, in that case, it would still have Reddick no matter what because he finished fifth somehow. So it doesn't matter what track you go to. So he'll be good at it. But I think it's better off to be later in the season.
Uh, for sure. Good answers. My personal thought is, um, if if Watkins Glen is the Chase Road Course, then it has to stay later in the season. Just because I think that there needs to be one type of track in the last 10, just to make it fair across the board. Because obviously 4 road courses in the season, you know that's 12% of your season. I feel like it means something. Doesn't mean it means everything, but if they can find another road course for the later in the season, like maybe Road Atlanta or something like that, that would be really cool. Um,
Bring back Road America.
that would also be really cold at that point, so I don't know if that would work. Um,
Mm.
but either way, I whatever to make the racing better, I'm all for. Uh, And so the second question that he has, HMS missed really bad this week. Is it time? Is there time to bounce back before Sonoma in a few weeks, or are they in trouble? Da, what's your thoughts?
I mean, there is time, but I don't know if they will. I mean, they're so far off the mark on Sunday. It was unbelievable. Dude, one of the first times I've ever seen it, like ever watching NASCAR as a fan, that they were that bad. And I don't know. I feel like Chase Elliott and Larson definitely can, but I'm not so certain about Bowman and who is it? Byron. Sorry, I don't know about those two, but I think Elliott and Larson could. But I'm more confident in Elliott since I think he's been the best Hendrick driver without a doubt.
Yeah, like you said, I think Larson and Chase are gonna have to be the ones that step it up because Byron just has not had it this year. I think I read somewhere that was the first time since 2005 Hendrick Motorsports has not put a car in the top 20 on a road course. That's crazy. They just completely missed, and I don't like to see that. I want to see all 4 of them do good. Not the 48 doing as good anymore because Jimmy Johnson ain't in it. But yes, I think they can turn it around, but it's going to be hard, and it's going to come down to the 2 leaders of that team, and Kyle Larson and Chase Elliott.
I think this is something they definitely need to work on. They should not have missed this badly. Not at least one of them finishing in the top 20 is insane. Even them just finishing behind 20th is stupid, especially someone like Chase when he was the guy to come into Watkins Glen and be the top guy to beat. And if you beat him, you did a good job, and you know what you did right. Um, and then you look at him running 20. What was it? He finished 23rd, I think, right? Um, but you look at it that way. You're the arguably the best guy in Gen 6 for road courses is now running 23rd in the next gen car. And I think that's not something that you should be looking at as a team standpoint. I think it's time to bring this point up that I was talking about with Dumboy. Um, I look at it in a case Um, I genuinely think Chase Elliott is the best road course racer on Hendrick Motorsports, and I think Bowman is behind him. I don't think it's Larson or Byron. I think you look at all the skill that Bowman's put into road courses. For example, like Coda, you can't really count this year because he had a vertigo, of course. But look at it as in past road courses, he has a lot of talent at road courses. He's constantly running top 10. He won Chicago a couple years ago, and you look at his pace on road courses. I feel like it's obviously not as good a Chase, but I would say it's better than Larson and Byron because you see him more consistently in the top 10 than those two at road courses. So that's just my opinion. I know Dumboy agrees that we talked about it. I don't know if it kind of adds on to a question that we can kind of answer after maybe the questions are over. But that can be another question if you want it to be. I think that is a certain case, but I think Hendrick should definitely be working on it as a
Yeah.
team in general.
Yeah, Hendrick absolutely needs to step up. I mean, 3 of these 4 guys have wins at road courses, and personally, watching Bowman at road course, I think he's pretty underrated at a road course. He should not. They should not be running
All
past.
4 has a win actually. Even Byron's got a Watkins Glen win.
Bowman ain't won one.
Chicago.
Oh yeah, Chicago. Well, that's street course, not road course.
Oh,
Difference.
okay.
It is different. I wasn't counting that, but yeah. Still, we've seen the skill, especially Bowman did in the rain too, which was kind of impressive. So they need to step up their game. They got 6 and the next not super speedways. What am I saying? The next road courses are in 6 and 7 races. So
I'm not saying that they're just flopping these for any reason, but that did not look like Hendrick Motorsports. And maybe because they don't have a road course in the chase. Maybe they're solely focused on getting the car better at the ovals. I mean, I know you're not supposed to go in and like say whoop de doo, but like let's be for real. Like you weren't beating SVG, right? Like that wasn't gonna happen. So maybe they just put all their focus solely on the ovals for this year, just to see. Um, I I honestly I think that was their play. I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but I don't. I've never seen Hendrick be that bad, like ever, on purpose at least. So I don't know.
hey, Bowman's beat SVG. Just saying.
That is true. But I will say, I don't know if it's time to panic. I would love to see what practice at Sonoma. I want to see where their speed is at. If it's bad, then they gotta panic. But obviously, there's no road courses in the chase, so do they really? Maybe Bowman needs to panic because he needs every point he can get to get into the chase. But um,
Coming
the
soon.
the others, whatever. The last thing. Last question, I should say, not last thing. Sorry, been a lot of messages. Awesome. Would Marcos Ambrose have the same success as SVG if he had been in good equipment? Da.
That's so tough because we're in a different era of NASCAR nowadays. Those cars are way different. Like everything on those cars back when Marcos was driving, you could like touch any single thing and make anything better. Now it's just like factory parts. So I don't know. I actually do not think he would be better. I still think he could like win road courses. Like don't get me wrong, I like Marcos, but with how different this car is, I think SVG would still be better.
Yeah, I don't think Marcus Ambrose comes close. Those when you look at SCG, you mentioned it earlier. He comes from V8 supercars, which are pretty much exactly what we got in the Cup car now. We just drive them at 200 miles per hour at Daytona. Uh, I see SVG winning a lot of races. Marcus Ambrose had 1 career win, correct? 2. Okay. Uh, I mean, don't get me wrong. He gave us one of the best road course finishes of all time, if not the best road course finish of all time. But I just don't think he compares to SVG.
I don't think he would be as good, but I think he would be close. Um, actually, I don't know. Like what DA said, these cars are so different. So that could be like a thing too. Because like what if you put SVG in you know like those cars that Ambrose was in back in the day, like that generation of cars. It could be the same exact thing that we see now, right? But I think if Ambrose did have better equipment, I think it would definitely be better, but it would be very, very close. Because you look at it, he was running for Richard Petty, and you're cooked at that point. Um, except for when it comes to a super speedway or a road course, that you can kind of choose your own destiny at a road course. But Talladega, everyone's going to be equal, pretty much, except for the '78 car, for example. Um, but I think you look at that point, I think he would be super close. I think SVG would still be better, but not by much.
You're muted.
That happened like
Sorry,
to me last week.
I did that for doing research.
Talk to yourself. You're demons, dude.
But Ambrose in 27 top two division starts on road courses achieved an average finish better than 10th with 2 wins, both at Watkins Glen. And he maintained an average start of 5th and an average finish of 13th in 5 starts at Sonoma. So, I mean, it might be up there. You also forget Ambrose mentored SVG. So, who knows?
Thank you, Stat Boy.
Thanks, that boy.
I love that. I actually think Marcus Ambrose would be as equal to SVG, especially like if we compare back then versus the car. Like if the car was back then and Marcus is in a good car, I think he's surpassed SVG's wins by now, of where it was at. But I think it just is super impressive to see what he did in that vehicle and that heavy stock car, with the equipment that they had. That just goes to show how good he was. Um, I think it would be equal, if not just a little bit better. Awesome, great questions. Thank you so much, Hunter. I know you're not feeling the greatest, but uh, Wicked Dave, thank you for answering those questions as well. I love to see your responses. Those are great, especially being from Australia. You had a lot of input.
Can we
Vegemite, don't worry.
can we get those responses?
Oh yeah, sure.
So, world class.
Okay, now I can. I gotta scroll up. Well, he just talked about really the last question.
Yeah.
He said, "Let's be honest, SPG is back." That's beside the point. If you know Marcus and SVG background, they only had this similarities in the V8 supercars, and that's it. So what he was saying is like that's the only similarities. Marcus had like other things, SVG had other things. That was great points. He also said, uh, he loved to see another street course added. According to the Watkins Glen question. So awesome. Thanks so much for those. It is time.
Can I add a question if you don't mind?
Let's do it. We have like 2 minutes, so we can just run through it real quick.
Yeah. All right. How long until we see Brent Cruz into a Cup ride, and will he be Denny Hamlin's replacement at JGR?
Oh my gosh, Dave, you're throwing a whole thing at me. Holy, will he be? How long will it be? Jeez, I would say like 3 years, maybe 4, and I think he will be Denny's replacement.
I'm going to say the same thing, honestly. I could see Denny either retiring or he might go drive one of his cars, I think.
Cody's not here, so Dylan.
Yeah, I could see whenever Denny retires, that's where he's gonna replace him. That Daytona 500, it'll be his ride. I don't see he gets a ride before then, unless it's a LCM car, in Toyota. But I don't see them able to do another ride just based off of that. So,
Cody, did you hear the question?
It was about Brent Cruz replacing Hamlin, correct?
Yeah. How long do you think it takes till
Boy,
he's
go
in a
ahead,
Cup
please.
ride?
I went, go.
Sorry, this dog is being stupid. Sorry. I actually seen a video about Hamlin possibly retiring after next year is over. Him talking about it. So I think that is a possibility for it to be soon. I think Brent Cruz, out of everyone in the Toyota camp, is the guy to replace Hamlin when he retires. In that case, so I feel like you look at it that way. I think he's the top Toyota prospect in this moment right now, except for Korheim because he's obviously a Sunday driver, where we don't count that. But I think in a couple of years, well, I guess after next year, accordingly, if it is true, Brent Cruz will be indeed be the replacement for sure.
Yeah, Hunter also said that he might go to an Uncharted car for 2311 next year. If Denny extends again, well, obviously not next year, but like, we don't know like what if. Yeah, we have no idea for time yet, but so yeah, I assume. Yeah, that last comment I'm not repeating, but that's super funny. If y'all didn't read that, is that is that why you're laughing?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not repeating that. Qualifying. So obviously we're at Dover for the All Star race. I'm just gonna give you a rundown of what the format is, so it reminds us.
Oh boy.
So obviously qualifying competitors exit pit road, take the green flag to start finish line, and run one full lap at speed. And then they do the pit crew challenge, and then they go back around and then take the checkered, and that determines the full field, even including the people that are already locked in. All right. Yeah. Now let's get to the race. It is 75 laps for the first segment, 75 laps for the second segment, and then 200 laps for the full all-star race. It's a full field. Starts with segment 1 and 2. Saturday's qualifying sets segment 1 lineup. The top 26 from segment 1 gets inverted for segment 2. The remaining drivers line up in the finish of segment 1. The lowest combined finish positions from both segments set the starting lineup for the final segment of 200 laps. God bless. The final.
Oh, okay, I get it
Yeah,
now.
it's so bad. Like, we
Yeah,
know
the
it's terrible.
final segment consists of 26 drivers, which is 2025 and 2026 NASCAR Cup Series race winners, one fan vote, and a past series champion. An all-star winner compete full time, and the remaining drivers is based off the combined finishes of segment 1 and 2. Oh my god, this sucks.
Yeah, this is terrible.
This
Terrible.
is so confusing.
So it's kind of like a dirt racing thing. It's like whenever it's
Yes.
pretty much 2 heat
That's like
races. Think of it like that. It's 2 heat races with passing points, pretty much. That's the easiest way to explain it.
Just
Agreed.
go back to the old layout to where it's like,
Oh, I
know,
agree. Go back to the
like
old
go back to
layout.
the old
But
layout where simple is like, okay, only this amount of cars make it. There's an open. Those top few make
Yeah.
it. Like, dude, what's
Yeah.
wrong? Why are we doing all this
I-
extra bullshit? I'm sorry.
yeah, I get what they're doing now. It's just 2 heat races, pretty much, with passing points. Sets up a main. That's pretty much it. So
Yeah.
so whoever wins segment 1 will start dead last, and if they can drive back to the front, they are guaranteed starting on the pole.
Yeah.
So,
When they
like-
start 26. Not dead last. So only the top
Yeah.
26 get reverted. The last, 10 positions stay the same of the finishing position. That's so stupid. I understand why they're doing it so they don't have Cody Ware starting first. But I mean,
Bro, that would be awesome. That would be all.
I
Bro,
mean,
give me Catherine Legg and Cody Ware on the front row.
Also, Dave had a response. He said, "Cool home style podcast, fellas. I'm sort of new to NASCAR thanks to SVG, so slowly learning it all. Thank you so much. That's cool. I'm glad that you really like the home feel and just a bunch of race fans just talk about NASCAR. That's our goal. And so now we'll just get into our picks. I guess this is important, right? We will show
Yeah,
you the
point.
pick
Very.
standings.
I'm no longer first, I don't think.
You are no longer first.
It was a good high horse
Hey,
for
Brad.
what I was. Hey,
Brad.
Brad Keselowski is first in these points.
And
Oh, Baker's
Hunter
first.
Baker goes to
What
the
the
top of the
heck?
chart. At
Oh my
63
God.
points. DA is -1. DCD -2. Cody -2.
Wow.
DJ drops from first to fifth at -3.
Wow.
I'm over down there with the
The
hill,
non-existent guy.
yeah, the non-existent guy at -7, and the Damon who he got a couple points last week from Zillage, -18. So yeah, so we will start off with the Truck Series win pick. Does anybody have Damon's pick before we move on? Before I pick?
No, I just know he sucks at picking drivers. It's 18 back.
Oh yeah, he definitely does. Man, I gotta get the entry list. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I don't know either. I did not check this. I was not prepared
Well,
for this.
if it helps you a lot, Kyle Busch is racing.
I
Oh,
called
that's good.
dibs by somehow, but the grace
Bro,
of God.
I actually get a decent pick now. I haven't had a good pick in so many weeks.
You said Kyle Busch is
been
racing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do
I'll
not
pick
see the
Caden
lineup.
Honeycutt to win.
Bro.
There it is. There we go.
Oh, that's so stupid. You I'm stumped. Give me Lane Riggs.
Alrighty. Cody.
Cody, don't you dare.
What?
Do not take my goat. I need my goat.
Take him.
You gotta give him. Dumb boy's right ahead of you, buddy.
Dumbo's not going to take him.
No, I'm not gonna take him either. I think it's time he gets a win. I think he's been on a drought for a while. I think it's time for Tomaszewski to be back in victory lane.
I like that pick. I actually do.
Well, all right. I'm gonna take a guy who needs a little bit of a morale boost. I'm gonna take Christopher Bell.
Thank you, Jesus. We've got our pick. I'm taking Kyle Busch to win.
Who did see that coming?
And Hunter is going to pick after the podcast. He had to go get some food. Now it's down to our last pick for points because the All-Star race, we're just picking whoever we want, so there's no points involved. Who is going to win the Bet Reavers 200? I am picking Brett Cruz. I picked him last week. I'm gonna pick him again.
Up the entry list. Ross is in the 9 car this week. I just need to see one car. Okay. He just kept on falling while I was in first, and I never took him, and that's probably why I'm no longer there. So we are gonna take the smart decision. And as much as it hates me to say, I would love to take Corey Day. We're going Justin Allgaier.
I think we're gonna go with the fellow Joe Gibbs driver dome. We're gonna go Taylor Gray.
Well, I picked the Joe Gibbs driver in the trucks. We're gonna pick one in O'Reilly with William Sandwich.
All right, just call call this another week for me. If you want to pick Ross Chastain in the lower series in the 9 car.
Take him in trucks too, man.
Yeah, dude. Shocking, brother. Shocking.
Alrighty. Well, that is the pick for points, so I'm going to stop sharing that. By the way, my phone is bright. Holy shit.
Yeah,
I see it.
Gosh, I was looking to the future, brother. So it's time to pick the All-Star winner. Honestly, I don't even know if I'm going to even be able to watch this race. I don't even know if I want to watch this race.
I feel that.
I get first pick. I think Chase Elliott wins.
Oh,
Ew.
This doesn't go against our
No.
No. That's why there's no points given to this. It's just you can pick whoever you want.
We're all about to pick our favorite driver.
Oh.
You're wrong. Give me Denny Hamlin to win the All-Star race.
Bro, don't lie. That is your favorite driver.
Bro, I hate him with a passion. I cried tears of
Well,
joy when he
I
was
think
crying tears of pain.
Oh my
we're
god.
gonna continue on with that trend that DJ hates of the guys that DJ hates. We're gonna go Ty Gibbs.
I do hate him.
I'm gonna take a driver who's locked in, and I think Chase Briscoe gets it done.
As much as I wanted to pick Kyle Busch for the one time, we're not going to do it. I want to take a driver that DJ also hates. I'm going to take Tyler Reddick to win the All-Star race.
Oh my! So we're just
Yeah.
we're being Daniel Dye today, huh?
Yeah. Wait, because you're Daniel or?
I get it. That's your first name.
I get it.
Wow. That really backfired on you, didn't it? You like a lot of back, don't you? No, I'm kidding.
Jesus. First, you gotta find the guy to suck. Now, a lot of back. What are you doing?
Oh, I don't know, dude. All right, DA. That is our picks this week. So it is time to do the DA special. What do we got this week?
What's it for?
The Holy Grail. Okay, so for today, I feel like Cody needs to choose something for like one of his drivers because we've done like one for all of ours. I think
Which
Cody
one?
needs Eric Jones, that Jones boy, that one.
What if he, dude? All you got to say is he makes it into the All-Star race. Like he's
Oh,
not
yeah.
locked in. So like,
This shot,
Fair point,
see
go
if he, huh?
That's a fair point.
Yeah, this shot has to
If
go
you
on for
make it,
me.
he goes to the loss already.
by the way, before we do this, Wicked Dave just said Cletus should be in the All-Star race. You know
No,
what,
like,
dude?
let it
Let's
happen.
do it.
That's a great
Why
point.
not? At this point, why not?
Yeah, screw it.
Dude, the All-Star race means nothing anymore. So go
Yeah.
ahead.
For the All-Star
Yeah.
race, it needs to be the Freedom 500. That's the All-Star race. Bang.
Bro,
Fix it.
do a Crown Vic race at the Freedom 500. Dude.
Yeah, that's
I don't
it
know
right
if y'all
there.
have watched those yet, but dude,
Dude,
those
they're
are
crazy.
the greatest things
They're
ever.
wild. Yeah, they're wild.
Or
He
Crown
literally
Vics at Talladega, dude. Let's do that.
Bro,
Yeah,
that
there
is
you
going to be the dangerous thing in the world.
Dude,
He literally buys like 30 regular freaking Crown Vics and then just hooks them up with nitrous. It's the greatest thing ever.
Anyway, DA, if you make this shot, he goes into the All-Star race.
Alex Bowman's winning the fan vote, by the way.
He probably will. No!
Eric Jones, it will not be in the All-Star race.
That shot says it broke his Cody's fibula.
That's
It's actually not broken anymore, dude.
It did not. I got a bad
That's crazy.
all right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all the new viewers this week. We had 20 viewers, and the most average view time is 7 minutes. So thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We're here every Monday at
Hit the
7
bell.
p.m.
Hit the bell.
Hit the bell. Not Christopher,
Come
but
back next week, Dave.
we'll be... Stick to talking NASCAR. Your boy at people sucks.
Man, come on now. I just got here.
Wicked
swear,
Dave just
That
destroyed
one
you,
shot
dude.
got the representation of half of my basketball game. I
Yeah,
promise.
that looked like Indiana in basketball, dude.
I get it because we suck.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get it too.
No. Thank you so much for watching. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for watching.
No,
Uh,
that's great. I thought Shake was playing with you. No, that was Wicked Dave.
Yeah, I for random stranger online. It's fantastic. Is that my first hater? I'm pleased.
Yeah.
I'm blessed. Thank you.
Bro hit you with the stick to NASCAR,
Bro,
pal.
Awesome stuff. Well, thank you
Oh.
again so much for watching. Don't forget to tell your mothers for Mother's Day, right? Like, we love moms. So MILFs are out, and it is time. I forgot to